Hello everyone, Cassie here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a lot to cover and you know what, I don't even have it all. This is going to be kind of a release review of the Trinity Stamps third birthday party release, and it is a Trinity party. So a lot of the stamps and dies kind of revolve around tea, which is awesome because I love tea. So I'm going to bring things out as I have them. I don't have everything. There is so much. So in the description box down below, I am going to have a link to the store, to all the brand new stuff. It is an affiliate link, so keep that in mind. And all that means is if you shop through my link, I get a little bit of those proceeds. It costs you nothing extra and it helps me out. All right, so let's jump into everything that we have. We're just going to go. So this first thing is brand new. Well, obviously everything's new, but a red rubber stamp is brand new to the Trinity store. This is their first one. I'm hoping that means they'll do more. I love red rubber background stamps. This is a 6x6 and it's called the encouragement text. So lots of encouraging words in there. It's great just for a background, which is what I did. I'm going to show you the thing I made, and it's hard to tell in the video, but I just subtly stamped it on the background and it just adds a little bit of interest so it breaks up that white. But it is a great red rubber stamp. It's stamped perfectly, and we have that one. Our next one, or we're moving into now some Slimline stamps. You know, Trinity Stamps has a ton of those, and these are 4x11 stamp sets. There are several I don't have, or at least two. Yeah, at least two I don't have, but I have this one. This one is Buttercup Blossoms, and it is a beauty. Lots of great big, beautiful floral stamps, and it's got a couple sentiments in there. We've got hello, kind thoughts are flowers from the heart, thank you, and thinking of you. And then the matching dies cut out all of the big images, and then you do have one die for the word hello. Not for the rest of them, but look at this giant one. Oh my goodness. So I love this. This is beautiful. And I do have a sample for this one. So I stamped that and embossed it with some silver. So we've got that. Our next one that I have is called It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Super cute little houses. You even have a little postman, a cat, a dog. You got a fire hydrant, doghouse. You can build a whole Slimline scene. You've got all of your little envelopes and hearts, packages, clouds, a sun. It's just super cute. And then all of your matching dies. We'll cut out all of those elements, and even one big one for the sentiment. Where's the sentiment? Where's the sentiment? Oh, it's up top. Up top. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So you do have one for that sentiment up there as well, which is super cool. And I do have one for this. And here it is. Very simple Slimline card. I just thought that one was fun. All right, moving on. Like I said, there are a couple more of the Slimline stamps. I don't have those, but again, the store will be linked. I'll also have all the things that I used linked down below as well, so you can take a look at those things if you want to go look individually at what I made or what I have. Then we move on to 6x8. There is one 6x8 stamp set. This one is Big Bold Sentiments, and they are big and beautiful and bold. And I used it, as you saw earlier, on this one. It goes all the way across the Slimline, which is awesome. It makes it a little bit easier to make Slimline if they are kind of intimidating to you. But you've got all these words. Congratulations, thinking of you. You got I. You're amazing. Happy birthday. Thank you. You got an and, we, yay, hi, you, love you. I'm sorry, hello, and miss you. And so you can build some sentiments. It's kind of a great all-around, but it's a big stamp set, which is awesome. All right, and then we're going to move on to some 4x8 stamp sets. And this next one, I know I'll be using a ton. This one's called Supporting Script Sentiments. There aren't any dies for this one as of now. Not to say that there won't be in the future. That's not a promise, just saying I don't know. But you make me smile, wishing you a very, and then you could probably add this with all kinds of things. Just a note to say, so proud of you, happy thoughts for all you do, from all of us, so very much. Just saying, make a wish, cheers to you, you're in my. And then we've got I'm, prayers, you did it, every day, I really do, we're, and let's celebrate. So you can combine these to make some different sentiments. But I have lots of examples of this one. So like this one, You're in My Prayers, added those together. This one, You Make Me Smile. This one, Cheers to You. Let's see if I used it on any others. Yes, Let's Celebrate. And then I think that was it. But yeah, so this one will get used a lot. It already has. I can just see this being kind of a staple stamp set. All right, our next one is too adorable. This one is called Oh Snap, and I love it. I can already tell you I'm going to have to make a bookmark with it because they have the giant giraffe as well, and that one makes my heart happy as well. So it's got all these little birds. You've got It's Been a While Crocodile, You're So Tweet, Snappy Birthday Wishes, I Got Your Back, and Oh Snap. And we have dies for our giant crocodile and then our birds, which is so cool. And I do have an example of this one. I didn't put it on a Slimline, but it would look great on a Slimline. I put it on a 5x7. And I like that a lot. So there's that one. Love it. All right, now we're moving on to some 4x6. And this one is called Pretty Party Decor. There isn't a die set for this one currently. Again, not to say that there will be or anything. And I do have an example of this one, but I've seen the team do some really cool stuff with it. I decided to stamp it on some dark cardstock, and I am so pleasantly surprised with this one. And I love how that turned out. So there you go. You can make some really fun, pretty cards with that. Our next one is another fave. This one's called The Best Tea Party. Oh, those little bears are so cute. I love them so much. So you've got your bear that's sitting this way drinking some tea, and this little bear who has a little flower crown. She's drinking tea. We've got a beehive teapot. You've got a couple of different bees, and then you have this stump. And the sentiment says, You'll always be my best tea. And then you have dies for everything in here, even the sentiment. And my example for this one is another 5x7, definitely getting more into those 5x7s, but I love how this little fun card came out. So we've got that. All right, moving on. There are some more 4x6s that I do not have. There's like 2 more. And then there's some 3x4, and I have a few of these. So this one's called Creativity, little teacup, and you can put this inside because the die that goes for this cuts out a slit at the top so that you can tuck that in. And I'll show you on the card that I made. Isn't he cute? So I thought he was fun, and it says steep in your creativity, and also don't drink the don't drink the paint water. And all the sentiments cut out, all the sentiments, excuse me, all the dies cut out everything that you see here, even the little top part. So that's cool as well. All right, there's that. Our next one is called Party. And it's a little cup, which he can hold this little thing of balloons, and I'll show you, and then you can stamp out as many balloons as you want. There's confetti. And this die set, or the sentiment says, let's party, and the die set cuts out even the confetti. But you don't have one for the little confetti, or these little like stringy pieces, but you do have one for the bits of confetti. So that's kind of neat. Let me show you that one. And I made a shaker out of him, but he's fun too, so he can hold those balloons. All right. Our next one is called, well, there's 2 I don't have, and those were from we've got Sending Sunshine and A Cup of Positivity. And then the next one is called Special Delivery, and I absolutely adore this one. You can tell I've already been using it a bunch. So you've got your mailbox, your pup that has a letter in his mouth, and you have our little mail bear. And then the words are Happy Mail and Special Delivery, and you have matching dies for everything in there. And I have a couple different cards for this one. The video came out earlier today using it. So we've got this little mini Slimline, which I'm in love with. And then we have a shaker using him as well. So I used him a couple times. and you know I'm going to use them more. So there are those cards. Super, super fun. All right, our next one that we have, I think we're moving on now to standalone dies. So we have the Slimline striped frame panel standalone die. And this one basically comes with all these words. Now this is one piece, but it'll cut out all these words: yippee, hooray, woohoo, and wow. And then we have another yippee, so it's spelled two different ways here. And then you have the panel, but this is what the words look like. And let me show you what I made with that one. So you saw this one earlier. This uses that striped frame panel die. And then this one, which uses the word hooray also. But it's a really neat die to add to your stash of Slimline dies. And that one is fun. And then I'm going to flip right over and we have the Slimline Star Trio panel die. And you saw I had this one. And then I also have this one. It's funny, I made them both shakers. I could not help myself. So those are definitely fun shakers for sure. All right, moving on, because there's more. And it's crazy to think that I don't even have all of it, because there's just a lot. Okay, now we're moving on to the Slimline Dainty Scalloped Edge standalone die set. So what this one will do is you've got the dies that will cut out like this, or you can combine them together and get a nice frame, or this one, which means it can be continuous, and I'll show you because I did it here. And this will fit across the Slimline panel. It's just the lining this part up, but you can cover that. It's not a big deal. And I do have a couple of examples for this one, or I think at least one. Maybe I have more than one. Let me take a look. So I do have, yes, I have two. So I have this one, and then I have this one. So you got your fun frame, and then this one frames up the word congratulations just beautifully. So it's like those were a match made in heaven. Those go well together. And I really like that die. It's a great die set. All right, now we're moving on to A7. I love that Trinity Stamps is bringing out A7. Not only do we have, there's 3 A7 die sets in this particular release, and I'm really excited about that. I hope that gets you guys excited for 5x7s, because I know a lot of you have said you prefer 5x7s. So we've got the modern embossed A7 layer dies. There's also, I think, let me see. Nope, there isn't. I was wrong. So there's 2. There are 2 A7 dies sets being released this month. So this one is the modern embossed A7 layer dies. And I did that on a couple different cards just because, like I said, I'm having fun with A7. So I did it for these 2 panels. And if you look closely, you can see this really nice raised edge. This is not new for Trinity Stamps. They've done this with circles, rectangles, I think maybe squares. Oh, I could be wrong. Anyway, this is like, I just love it. It just gives it that a little extra. And so you can see I used it on this panel, and even the Let's Celebrate, it fit perfectly. That was this big long one. And there's a bunch of dies in this one. 1, 2, 3. 18 dies. That is a good one. And then I also used it on this as well, and you can see that here. So, ooh, I love those 5x7s. They're fun. It's a bigger area, gives you a lot to work with there. And then our next one, which you know I was going to be excited about, is the A7 envelope builder. Oh my gosh. Yay. So I used it on this card because you've got Thinking of You. And I didn't use the shadow, but I did use the Thinking of You. It fits nicely across a 5x7. And I also used the little frame, which is fun. And then here's our envelope that I used some crafty paper out of, which is super cool. And yeah, so it fits in there great. And you know I'm going to be making a ton of envelopes like this. I also, and I'll tell you about that later on, but I found some envelopes that'll go, clear envelopes that'll go over the top of that. So when I make a 5x7 next time, I'll share that information with you. So yeah, there is that die. Love, love, love it. So excited. Next, there are, and I don't have these, they have the mini Slimline Dainty Scalloped Edge, so it's a lot like the big Slimline, but it's mini. Then we have the mini Slimline Stitch Stack. I don't have that either. So if you're into the mini Slimline, they're coming out with more. The next one is another major fave of mine, because you know Trinity Stamps had the coffee cup. Well, now they have a teacup. And I love this because you could use it for coffee also. I mean, you absolutely could, but it's great for tea. This is the Trinity cup card. This has 10 different dies in it. And I made, of course I made, a teacup out of it. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. And you can decorate it however. So this is definitely going to fit into an A2 envelope. But I love it. There's, for all the little details, you know, you even have your little lemon slice and your mint leaf, if you wanted to add that, or your tea bag, or none of that and just stamp on it. So that's really cute. You know I love it. All right, another one. This is our last of our standalone dies. This is the Wildflower Clippings, and there are a ton in here as well. This one has 24 pieces. All these little flowers, and I made, you saw it earlier, pull it out. I just made a card with this one, but if you like die cutting, this one's great because you can do it with all kinds of, you know, colors of flowers and things, and lots of leaves, so you can really fill it up. And the design team has done some amazing things with this. So another winner chicken dinner. All right, there are some cut and foil die sets. I don't have those, but I guarantee I'm going to be getting those because I'm going to have those. And because I just recently got a foil system, I haven't played with it a whole lot. Definitely trying to learn it. But if you are into the foiling, they are now coming out with the Big Thanks and the Big Hello and the Big Celebrate. So those are going to be great for all of your foiling. And then we have some stencil sets. There are 3 stencil sets. I have 2 of them. Let me show you this one. And this one is the layered teacup stencil. And so it matches the teacup, this teacup perfectly. I didn't use it on that one, but I did completely stencil out a card. This is just a flat card basically, other than your sentiment. But that was all stenciled using our layered teacup stencil. Fun, huh? But it'll go over the top of this perfectly also. So keep that in mind. It's almost like double up. And then the last one I have is the Trinity Stamps Cake and Candles stencil. And I've seen some really cool ones with the candles. I stacked up, which you saw earlier, I stacked up the cake and had fun with that. So there you have that. And this one fit really well on 5x7 frames and stuff. So there's that. Like that one as well. And then our last thing, last but not least, is the pattern paper collection. Y'all are going to want it. I say don't waste time because this one's probably going to sell out fast. It is the Rainbow Brights 9x4 Slimline paper collection. And they're all super pretty and super vibrant and great. And then you even have a couple that are like this. And they're all double-sided. So all of these patterns, you know, you've got your circle, but you also have your stripe on the back. And you get 24 sheets. So it's 2 of each design. And I've got all kinds of fun ones done with this. So yes. All right. So as I said, I'm going to have things linked down below. I'll have the store for sure linked down below. If there's anything that you're interested in seeing me maybe remake, maybe with different colors or something like that, leave that down in the comment section. Tell me what your favorite product or card or whatever, you know, let me know down in the description box what you think of this release, because there is tons to see and do. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Big, huge thanks to all of you who use my affiliate links, who, however you're supporting this channel, even if you can't use affiliate links, by liking my video, all that really does help me. And it keeps me producing videos, so that's a huge thank you, just huge thank you. And so yeah, I'll see you very soon in another video, everybody. Bye.